What's good, YouTube? It's Nas and we back with another video. Road to 500 subscribers, of course. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo. And as we all know, the NBA season is about to start. And I made videos talking about other teams, but this time we're going to talk about the Bucks. And where does Giannis lead this team next season? If you want me to be honest, this Bucks team, you cover a finger over Giannis's name, and this Bucks team looks absolutely horrible. And I don't know what this season looks like for the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm pretty sure I talked about this before in one of my Giannis videos, but where does he lead them? Like, are they a playoff team? Are they a play-in team? Like, I don't really understand where do you go from here, and whether or not Giannis ultimately ends up requesting a trade next season. That will be that'll probably be a major question circling the Milwaukee Bucks season. My bad, I just stumbled on my words a little bit. But I just don't see the Bucks winning this season, and I don't know why. Like, I just have this feeling where I have Giannis obviously going off, dominating like he always does next season, but at the same time, are the Bucks going to be winning enough games to make Giannis happy? And we all know Giannis wants to win. And I ultimately do not see Giannis ultimately requesting a trade out of Milwaukee because he's loyal, but at the same time, with the reports coming out where Giannis only team that he wanted to be traded to was the New York Knicks, and that being a rumor and them wanting to trade Giannis and that being a rumor is a whole different option, to be quite frankly with you, because as we all know, I'm pretty sure every team in the league would trade for Giannis except for the Thunder, who obviously just won the NBA championship. But at the same time, when you got a player like Giannis's level, a generational player who's he just turned 30, I believe, like him playing at this superstar level and him basically not getting enough respect, it would be a major thing for a big market team to obviously trade for Giannis. And that'll be interesting to see what happens this coming season, what happens, whether Giannis gets traded, whether the Bucks are a good team, because at the same time, with this terrible Eastern Conference, like, Giannis has a chance to do something special, pretty much, like get his third MVP probably. But that most likely won't happen because I don't know what's wrong with Giannis' hype. Like, Giannis could average amount of points, amount of rebounds, and amount of assists. Like, we're just gonna be like, oh, it's Giannis. Like, he shouldn't be doing that. It's expected. But at the same time, when you got Giannis putting up these generational numbers season by season, when is it enough time to give him his respect, basically? And I don't know. Like, Giannis is one of the best players of all time, but where will we rank him among power forwards now in his career? Like, he's 11 years in, and he has a list of accolades that not even a lot of superstars or all-time great players have, and Giannis is only 30, so he has a chance to accomplish even more and have the potential to potentially pass up Tim Duncan. Yes, I know that is not an easy ask because Tim Duncan, in my opinion, is a top 5 power forward of all time. But at the same time, are we putting Giannis over Dirk now? Are we putting Giannis over KG now? Like, that would be the question I have for y'all. Like, where do y'all think Giannis ranks among power forwards right now? And where would you put him in your top 10? Where would you put him in your top 30 list? Let's say that, because I don't know if y'all have Giannis in your top 20, your top 10. Or, yeah, it would be kind of crazy to have him in the top 10. But the top 20 or the top 30, one of those two, because obviously Giannis being a champion, a 2-time MVP, a defensive player of the year, finals MVP, like, he has the accolades to back up whatever you want to put him at, I feel like. But I don't know, like, I just feel like this last couple seasons, like, I always say it to my brother and I always say it to my friends, even my roommate. Like, I say that Giannis doesn't get enough respect for what he does on a every single season type of basis. Like I said, like, they just expect Giannis to put up these numbers every single season, and then we talk about Giannis, obviously, oh my God, let's get Giannis off the Bucks. But at the same time, like, you got a loyal player like that, you know he's not going to want to leave. And at the same time, I get where people are saying, if your Bucks are losing, request a trade, Giannis. We do not want to see you suffer on the Milwaukee Bucks and only win one ring your whole entire career, because that would be a disaster. It's not really a disaster for Giannis Antetokounmpo's part, because obviously being the 15th pick, out of the 2014 draft class, coming from a skinny kid to an MVP to a champion. That's a successful career to me. But obviously, other media outlets be like, if Giannis's peak was so high, how does he only have one championship? How does he only have 2 MVPs? Like, I'm just thinking about what the basketball nerds could possibly say about Giannis to downgrade his career. And I don't want to be one of those people, because ever since Giannis broke out of his shell, even before when he was playing with Jabari Parker, Giannis has been one of my favorite players in the league to watch on a single-to-season basis, because he's exciting. He likes to dunk on niggas. Like, he's a freight train, and it's just interesting to see what will happen next season, with this coming season coming up. But last season, in the 2024-2025 season, Giannis averaged 30.5 points per game, 12 rebounds, and 6.5 assists. In the 2023-2024 season, Giannis averaged 30.5 points per game, 11.5 rebounds, and 6.5 assists. Again, back-to-back seasons, averaging 30. The season before, in the 2022-2023 season, he averaged 31 points, 12 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. In the 2021-2022 season, right after his championship run, he averaged 30 points, 11.5 rebounds, and 6 assists. Like, again, those are monster numbers for the last 5 seasons. And he's been doing this all the way back since the 2019 season when he first won his first MVP season. So him doing this for longevity and potentially have the potential to do this for the next 5 years, because let's be honest, who do we see guarding Giannis in the NBA? Like locking Giannis down. Like, who do we know that can do that? Like, I can't think of a single player. Are we thinking AD? Are we thinking what? Like Chet? Like, no, bro. There's nobody in this league right now that can stop Giannis Antetokounmpo one-on-one because of freight train. Because I don't know, but honestly, I made this video about the Milwaukee Bucks like a month ago or a couple weeks ago. But this is just an individual video talking about Giannis, because I don't feel like I did that enough in that video. With the future of Giannis on the looming, obviously with media trying to make it look like Giannis will request a trade this offseason, Giannis will request a trade this trade deadline, Giannis will request a trade next offseason. I want to know, how do y'all feel about this Giannis Antetokounmpo situation on the Milwaukee Bucks? Like, do we think the Bucks are going to be good enough to win some games next season? Do we think that Giannis will request a trade ultimately during the trade deadline, or he'll wait till next season? I honestly don't see it happening. I was hopeful for it during the offseason, but at the same time, when you look at it from a different perspective, from a loyal perspective, if you paid attention to Giannis throughout these whole entire careers, or his whole entire career, basically, you would notice that Giannis is one of the loyalest players in the NBA right now. So I just don't see it happening. But honestly, I'm hopeful for the Milwaukee Bucks this season. Like, they could be a dark horse team, because looking at their roster on paper, it's shitty, but at the same time, when you got Giannis, you can never count out any team. Or if you have a generational player like that, you cannot count out any team, like Curry, like Giannis. Like, I don't know, but it should be interesting to see what they do next season. But nonetheless, let me know how y'all feel about Giannis Antetokounmpo. Subscribe. What's good, y'all? If y'all made it to the end of the video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and engage in the channel. There's a video on the left, and I'm pretty sure the channel icon's in the right. Click one of them hoes, man. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. It helps me out, and I appreciate you.